Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sị na ya dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ana Igbo and Igbo community and ihe debe na Nigeria. Ya bụ ife ka anyị na-ewetara unu na Igbo Media. Dịka isi wee na-esole anyị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị ị na-abịa n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media, kabaru ka subscribe and turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our update dịka anyị na-etikwu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ kwa mgbe. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si ada and gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'ala Igbo. Biko mma achọ ka ige ya bụ ife. Ihe a bụ ihe BIAFRA Chief of Staff bụ Ngozi Orabueze kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ka o si ada na Finland and gbasịta maka Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa. So igecha ya bụ ife idropụra ife iche n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ihe bụ ife ndị a niile okwu. All right, over to you.
We will continue to file the necessary papers at different courts through our attorneys. We have Attorney Levy, we have Attorney Dobiri, we have our lobbies, the Moron Global with Elias. We have also our local attorneys in Finland doing different things, doing the assignment that Albert Obi has given them. And I'm in touch and communicating with all of them. We want a coordinated approach of information dissemination to countries with some basic languages from our attorneys to these countries. Again, our Ministry of Foreign Affairs are doing a great job already in the background, drafting all the necessary documents and letters to the different countries and different allies. And some of these documents are being reviewed by our international attorneys. And we thank God for that. Again, we thank Biafrans and allies home and abroad who have doubled up on their donations. So part of that roadmap is also to ensure that we increase our donation, because everything we are doing requires money. So we will continue to do a fundraising as usual. This coming Saturday, we have our fundraising, the general one. And I know there are other groups that have already scheduled their private fundraisers, which they are going to be doing in support of this, in support of our country. And I thank all of them for what they're going to be doing. So I think the link for the fundraising is going to be out. Our finance department, headed by pharmacist Diane Eme, is going to be sending out any information needed for that fundraising coming up this Saturday. And I think it's around 6:30 p.m., 7 p.m. Biafra time. Please, I encourage everyone to log into that fundraising and continue to donate, because we need all the money to do what we got to do. I'm very, very happy to report to Biafrans that our angels on ground are very, very happy. They are resolute, and they're doing what our Prime Minister have instructed them to do. Most of them, I've had meetings with them. They've said they're not going to get involved in any politics online or any administrative purpose, because that is not what our military is cut out for. So they are very, very happy. We don't see Obatobi's men on social media. Our true heroes are safeguarding our territorial integrity, preventing the reintegrated terrorists from raping our women, burning our homes, killing our people. That is their assigned task, and they are getting the resources needed to do their jobs through the Biafra Defense Department and the Biafra Finance Department. Again, some of the individuals that are expelled from the United States of Biafra government, we encourage them to stay away from our angels on ground. They can go form their own unit, they can go do their own thing, but they need to stay away for their own safety, because angels on ground already know what is going on. Then they support only one government, headed by the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, of which I, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is the one pioneering that country until our Prime Minister joins us. We're also using the diplomatic approach to reach out to countries that supported Biafra, not only in 1967 to 1970, and these countries never really withdraw their support, but also those supports are going to be renewed through our international allies, attorneys. We are an independent nation, and we are vowed to continue to defend our land and flush out all the elements of foreign invasion from the Nigeria state or any incursion into our territory. It is our right to do so. We have no business with a country that continue to commit atrocities, disobey human rights laws, lock up innocent children for protesting against bad governance, murder citizens who believe in a different religion or express themselves, such as Deborah, the lady that was stoned to death. And there was no justice today for Deborah. A government, a country, Nigeria, that suppresses the freedom of press, murder innocent citizens due to their ideology, as they murder Biafrans in different places, Headbridge, Onisha, Okwama, Olu, Ezambo, Aba, and so on. These are the killings that the Nigerian government have continued to do. And that is why we've declared our state, the United States of Biafra. We have no business with Nigerian government and Nigerian people. All we are asking them is to remove all the foreign soldiers, all the foreign elements they have in Biafra territory. A country that sent terrorists in Nigerian military uniform to invade and desecrate our lands, burn our homes, commit genocide to our people, to our children, continue the marginalization, segregation, intimidation, harassment of our people, using our natural resources, our oil, to enrich themselves and continue to use that to kill us. This has already changed. The decision for the United States of Biafra to remove itself from Nigeria is a very, very powerful one, which any right-thinking individual will support, and we will continue to encourage and reach out to all our allies that support what we are doing. Nigeria is a country where its citizens leave the country in droves. They just leave to have a better life for their children. A country where citizens do not have the right and power to choose who will be their leader during elections. Elections are conducted and ballot boxes are snatched. Voting cards are destroyed. Numbers change. And innocent citizens who witness the manipulations are killed by the government, who imposes their choice candidates using the courts and even the Supreme Court, as we all witnessed in Hope Uzodimma's case. There's no way any sane individual can continue to support such an enclave like Nigeria. Some of the Nigerian agents that they used to lie against our innocent brothers in Finland, they're already hiding their faces in shame because of the lies and because of what they did. Nobody can stop what we're doing, because what we are doing is legal. It is our right for self-determination. We have the right to what we are doing, and we will continue to protect our land until United States of Biafra is fully restored. For those of you that are romancing, having private meetings, partnering with individuals that our Prime Minister Obatobie has suspended from this struggle in this government, we want you to ensure that you are not parading this government or using this government as a backing to commit your atrocities. If you do not support this United States of Biafra under my leadership, as Obatobie has said it, you need to stop using our logo. You need to go form your own government. You need to stop parading yourself as a state or as a member of United States of Biafra. That is the freedom you have. But you do not have the freedom to use our logo, use our name, use our people, use our Twitter handles to go and parade lies that will bring division in this government. This United States of Biafra is fully intact. It's only one country that we have. Those of you that do not believe in that, you are free to leave. You are free to go. But make sure you're not using anything that is bearing our Prime Minister's name or anything that our Prime Minister has established. Be sure you are not using that. That is what I'm telling you. Be sure you are not using any Twitter handle that our Prime Minister is aware of. Any name, any logo that belongs to the United States of Biafra, to the Biafra Republic government in exile, to the de facto government. Make sure you are not using that. You are free and you have the power and you have the right to walk away. But anywhere we get you using anything that belongs to the United States of Biafra or Briggy or de facto, Biafrans are going to come after you. For our defense, the only authorized arm for the United States of Biafra defense at this time is the Department of Defense headed by our own Solomon Nkwocha and the Deputy Onyami. And then we have the people on ground. We have our angels that are doing the needful, that are working closely with the United States of Biafra defense team. If you know you are a defense team for the United States of Biafra, you must align yourself, with the Biafra Defense Department headed by Solomon Nkwocha. If you're not doing that, then you are on your own. Again, the state administrators, the 40 state administrators, please be on the lookout for all those infiltrators in your states. And do not hesitate to bring it to the attention of the government. Any individual or group that uses the name of this government in any meeting, in any form, anywhere. We will continue to expand our angels guarding our land against the reintegrated terrorists sent by the Nigerian President Tinubu, Hope Uzodinma Soludo and co. They know they do not have any right to assemble terrorists in uniform in our land and label them security. We are a nation with all the criteria met. So any terrorist in Nigeria Army and Police uniform or security in our territory, they need to know they are occupying a foreign land and they need to leave. We must protect our land against foreign invaders. Like I said, our defense department will continue to expand and fortify the angels that are protecting our land in the 40 states. Again, I would like everyone to know why we are the United States of Biafra. We are still government in exile, where some of our democratic structures are not yet in place. I believe most of you have read the contract, the volunteer contract that the Biafra government sent to most of the people that are working under the United States of Biafra government. Those contracts, all of them signed that. And in that contract, they know the power the Prime Minister has. So anybody coming to parade to you people, telling you they're using charter and charter, those people, they never, ever followed our Prime Minister Obatobi. They are just opportunists that are being used at this time by the Nigerian agents and those that believe, those that think that they are following our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and trying to usurp, trying to use this little opportunity that our Prime Minister is not available to bring their chaos inside the United States of Biafra, but they're already dead on arrival. This thing happening is bound to happen. We need it to happen because without it happening, Biafrans will not know those that are truly following our Prime Minister, Obatobi. And we thank God for this opportunity. Again, some of the individuals that are working, doing whatever, manipulating innocent Biafrans, trying to manipulate our innocent men on ground. We know you all, and all I can tell them, our men on ground, please ignore their shenanigans. Ignore the drama they are bringing to you. Do not be part of that drama. If you join them, you will regret them. They will mislead you. These are individuals that never wanted the restoration of the United States of Biafra. Do not follow them. Focus on the task our Prime Minister gave you and stay on that assigned task. Nothing more, nothing less. Some people that call themselves Brigade Cabinet members, some of the documents that we requested for, that we need to help us find some of our documents, some of them have seized that. Again, Professor Chioma Okoma, she did the presentation of the analysis of the referendum in Finland. I know I've requested for that document for her from over a week. She refused. She's refused to send that analysis of our referendum. But thank God, we always have a way. This government, we will always have a way. Thank God, through our security service, we were able to obtain the analysis of that referendum vote that was done in Finland, which she and her cabals, they refused to turn it over to the government. And again, these are individuals working for the government, and then all of a sudden hijacking the properties and the documents that belong to the United States of Biafra government. And they think it's about COS or it's about Simon X or it's about something. But they will pay the prices for what they're doing. So while they are busy doing everything possible to stop us from moving forward, God is opening different sources for us to get the items that they hijacked. And we have all the items that we need to continue to do what we are doing. Again, the United States of Biafra Army, they're the ones in charge of recruitment. There was no recruitment that was announced by me. And I can see people pulling flyers of a statement or something I made like 3-4 months ago when Obatobia was still around. And these criminals inside this brigade cabinet, some of them are parading it. Oh, that the COS is recruiting army. COS is doing this. That is how low they can go. And some Biafrans are listening and following these cowards in these behaviors that they are exhibiting, thinking because they're media, how about media war? And I tell them, where your own media war stops, that is where Biafrans are going to pick up. Again, we are fortifying so many bases in Homeland with the resources they need. These are bases that have been approved by our Prime Minister in meetings, in my presence, in the past. But for some reason, some of the resources they've requested for have been denied of them. Not anymore. Most of them are getting what they need right now, and they are very, very happy doing what they need to do. We are going to have fundraising, like I said, this Saturday. And I believe on the 28th, the finance department are going to announce, I think there will be no fundraising on the 28th because Biafrans are traveling in different parts of the world. It is a holiday season. And I think Biafra needed time to enjoy their holidays with their families. So I think after this fundraising for the next one on the 28th, the finance department will issue a statement on that. But Biafrans, please continue to donate privately. The account is the New Dimension mandate. That is the only account right now approved by the United States of Biafra government and by the brigade government and the de facto Homeland. No other account. And if you go inside that New Dimension mandate, the Homeland account is fully embedded inside there. And we thank all the states in Biafra that have been using the Homeland account to donate their money. The previous account being used in the Homeland, that account has been, we dissociate ourselves from that account because we do not have access to that account. Nobody should donate a dime to any account except the New Dimension mandate and the local account that is inside, which most of you, I believe, have that information. I strongly believe that our fundraising will kick back on January the 4th, 2025, when we come back from the holidays. But again, all Biafrans, we encourage you to continue to donate. And I thank you so much, all the people that are donating, either during fundraising or even on their own private time. We've been getting a lot of support privately and publicly. Thank you so much. Our new United States of Biafra website is almost ready with the new account and all that. Once it's ready, the information and technology department, we are going to send out that information to the whole Biafrans. And that will be the new place where we are going to start using for all our donations, all the activities concerning the government, since few individuals have decided to hijack the IPOBUSA.org and the Biafra government in exile account. Some of the things they do is not something I have to say here, but I'm just giving you the few information you needed to be fully informed on what is going on. The recruitment of Biafrans into the various departments of the United States of Biafra is still ongoing, and we thank all those that are professionals that have been declaring their interest. Again, we have the 24 departments, about 16 heads of departments. So continue to reach out to them with your expertise, where you can contribute, and the areas where you think you fit in best to support the building of our new nation. Continue to reach out to those individuals, the secretaries and the deputy secretaries that are heading those departments. Again, at this time, some of the fake Twitter handles, we've closed them down because some of these individuals, these criminal individuals, are using those Twitter handles to spread false information and create division in this struggle. There's no division in the United States of Biafra. We have only one government. But many of you must have noticed where people pretend they use the logo of the government of Obrigi, and they use that to spread false and unfounded information that creates stress for our people. So we don't need that. That is why we are closing. Once we recognize any of those handles, we are going to shut it down. You can always follow me on my Twitter space, or follow the government handle on Twitter handle. That's where, or follow any of the secretaries of the United States of Biafra. Very soon, their handles are going to be created on Twitter, so you know who is who. We don't want people misleading and sending out wrong information using the name of this government. And we are getting great responses from our allies that are going to be partnering with the United States of Biafra, and we're going to be recognizing us. Some of those information is not something I have to relay here, but we are doing very, very good on that part to the roadmap to Biafra recognition. There are a couple of countries the letters have gone out to. There are some that are still in process. And on that note, I think that will be the end of my speech today. I thank you all for listening, and I will be able to take a few questions from Biafrans, and then we can call it a day. Thank you so much, Biafrans.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, Biafra, Biafra. Yeah, Superstar Media. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra. I wanna know. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. I wanna know. We going back to the land. We going back to the motherland. Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the motherland. Tell me about Biafra, Biafra. Tell me about Biafra. We going back to the land.
Wadaloli Neno from Igbo Media, boy by Siwene Utenu Nyabozi, Dio Kempa. gbasata maka ihe eme na Nigeria and ihe na-eme n'ebe dị iche iche na Eastern region, and unu na oke o si ada na Finland and Biafran Prime Minister ka esi jide ya, the update and ya bụ Biafran declaration nke eme na Finland. So ihe niile aka anyị na-ewetara n'iru akwụkwọ ka ife nwere ikwu gbasata maka ya bụ ihe Chief of Staff kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ ya na ebe ọrụtagasị aka and the new development on Biafra of United States of Biafra. So ya bụ ife ka anyị si ka anyị tinyere unu kunu gwa ifu nche n'ụdị nkunu gbasata maka ya bụ ife ngwa daalụ dị nke mesịa na ụmụnne m.